So there's similar soles. This is the normal shoe, this is the boot. Quite similar, bit more open on the boot with a rounded edge. The shoe's got a bit of a border. They're an absolute swine to get on. You have to open the collar up, and there's a little hoop at the back, so you can put your fingers in if you need to. Send your foot in somehow and pull away to try and get it on however you can. Obviously the advantage, if I can get it, is that the neoprene forms a nice seal around the top, stopping water and dirt and crud getting in. And tie it up, fit comfy. So these, my normal 510s are a 10.5. These are 11. They just seem slightly narrower at the front. I just needed a little bit more space. So I started with putting the camera on the front axle, looking back to my feet. You can see when you go through a puddle that the water comes up from the wheel, hits your foot, and that's how your feet actually get wet in these sort of conditions. So as it slows down in a second, you'll see the front wheel goes through, then the water just drenches your foot. So that's something I learned from this. And then I went for a bit of a shortcut. Didn't realise that this puddle was actually quite deep, and the bike, it just stopped. So my feet went under, but still my feet didn't get wet, which is quite impressive. So then we'll just ride some more trails, and you can see each puddle splashes, separates, and it's both feet perfectly. And basically this is why your feet get wet on a bike. And the more I go down the trails, just spot the odd puddle. So this is why manualing through a puddle is probably a good idea, because you can save your feet getting wet quite a lot, really. So again, as you come to a puddle, now it just separates and then goes straight onto your feet, both sides equally. Your trail foot seems to get wetter than your lead foot as it goes through, because it hits the bottom of your lead foot. After a day's riding, it's still raining, and my long waterproof trousers, my under trousers are dry, the socks dry, and even the cuff is dry in there. But it's important to know that you need trousers to go over the top so the water runs down, or it'll go into your sock. So long trousers are definitely needed to keep the water away. So back home, they're dry, they're dirty, but they did a surprisingly good job, and I'd highly recommend them. Even as you look onto the inside of the boot, it's dry, it's not even any dirt in there. So they were a good buy for wet weather riding.